Well, we live in the beautiful Northwest, and we have so many beautiful native plants when we go hiking, but what about putting them in your garden? I'm with Aaron Rivera from Al's Garden and Home, and Aaron, you are the shrub buyer and the native buyer.
I am, it's true, yeah.
And so you have picked out some great plants for us, so tell us about, let's start over here.
Okay, sure. So the first one would be the ocean spray, Holodiscus discolor, right here. And that one, it's a great deciduous shrub out in the wild. It's blooming right about now. And it's beautiful white flowers, has a nice sweet scent. Really a great plant for a backdrop.
And then this one is beautiful
yes.
too. I love that one.
Yeah, Sambucus, that's the red-berried Sambucus, Sambucus racemosa. It's been in really high demand this year. Hard to find. They're a little difficult to propagate, but we've got a good supply now.
And the berries will show up later. I mean, you get flowers, but then the berries come later for the birds.
Yeah, actually, out in the wild right now, the berries. As I was out on a walk this weekend, they are out and very bright and wonderful, and yeah, the birds will be happy about that.
And even some flowers still.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, and it's really asked for quite a bit. That is the Philadelphus, and boy, talk about a wonderful scent. It really smells good in the yard. Another deciduous shrub, but it's tough as nails. It's a great plant.
And it's mock orange.
Mock orange, yes.
Right. And then what is this one?
So that is the Indian Plum. That's Oemleria. Early in the spring, late winter, it's the first thing that really comes out. It has the most beautiful green foliage. The sun shines through it, you know, around in March or so. It's just wonderful. It has a little white flower, but boy, it's beautiful early in the spring. And it can get kind of big. It gets 10 to 12 feet tall.
And then one more tall shrub.
Yeah, so that is the snowberry. And talk about winter interest. These guys really perform in the winter. They'll bloom right around now, set berries, and then this winter they will drop their foliage, and all you'll have is a show of white berries. It's really wonderful.
They are cool. Oh, and I forgot one more down front. What is that shrub?
So this is the Pacific Myrtle. And nice evergreen shrub. It makes a great hedge, drought resistant. You know, it can get 10 to 12 feet tall, but you can also shear it if you want to. Really a great plant. Not a lot of pests on that plant.
Now, Aaron, we have some that are maybe more middle to lower in the garden.
Yeah, it's right. So the first one I'd like to show is going to be the Evergreen Huckleberry. Boy, that's a great plant. They get loaded with berries in late summer. Good for animals as well as people. I love the huckleberries, definitely.
And then there's some berries on this one.
Yeah, that is one of the Oregon grapes that's native here in the Northwest. That is the Mahonia repens, or the Creeping Mahonia. It's a little bit lower. It can get about knee height. And yeah, it does have berries, nice blueberries, and yellow flowers when it blooms. It's really bright. Yeah.
And then I know that we love the salmon berry when we go hiking if we don't have it in our yard.
Yeah, it's a great performer, and yeah, the berries are beautiful. The flowers are really pretty, and it's a nice deciduous shrub that you know, you can also graze from a little bit.
There you go. And what's this last one?
And the last one is Kinnickkinnick. It's a ground cover, evergreen. It has nice little white to pink bell-shaped flowers. And as you can tell now, that new foliage just is a brilliant green, really a nice ground cover that's again, tough as nails.
Nice. So, you know, these are all natives, and so there's a really great program that Al's is participating in this year.
Yeah, it's right. So this year we're part of the Backyard Habitat Certification Program, and these plants are listed, and we have many, many more as well, but these are listed, and everybody that's in that program receives receives this flyer, and there's discounts for this one here. It's $20 off, $50 purchase here at Al's Garden
Wonderful.
Center. Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
a great program.
It'll go towards your certification because you have a certain percentage of natives in your garden.
That's correct. Yeah, it's and we don't have everything that's on the list, but we do have a good grouping of plants that are on that list to get that certification.
Excellent. And so you do have some more plants because these are a special kind of native plant. So explain about nativar.
Right, so we call these nativars. So they are related to the native plants, some of the native plants that we've mentioned, but they aren't necessarily native here. They could be hybrids, they could be of the same genus, but from a different part of the world. So first one that I'll mention is the black lace Sambucus. That plant, again, it's a nice big plant. It has really pretty deep purple foliage in full sun. It also does have a pink flower and will have berries on it, so the birds will appreciate it. And that's been around for quite a while, and it's a great performer in the yard.
Nice. And what is this one that looks like a holly, but it isn't?
Yeah, this is another type of Oregon grape, we'll call it. That is Creeping Mahonia. Really a great performer. They can get about 10 to 12 feet tall, which really makes a great backdrop. And then they get a huge whirl of bright yellow flowers and then berries. And I've got some in my yard, and boy, the cedar waxwings came and wiped it out one day just recently. They love the berries on that plant.
And then what is the smaller one in front of it? Looks kind of similar.
Yeah, so we also have this Mahonia. That is called Soft Caress. Again, that's another nativar. It's lower, I'd say 4 foot, give or take. It's evergreen, has really soft, fine foliage. And again, another great performer, drought resistant or drought tolerant once they're established. And I have one in my yard. It bakes in the hot afternoon west sun, and boy, it does really wonderful.
Nice. And that one that's kind of trailing on the far left?
Sure, that's a type of Manzanita that we just got in. That is the Pacific Manzanita. That, again, not necessarily native here, but it is from the West Coast, and it loves well-drained soil, and it's a beautiful plant to have in the yard. Evergreen, it's a great plant.
So I'm hearing that these, as a group too, that they're easy care. They would love to be in our gardens, and we don't have to fuss on them a lot.
It's true. They're lower maintenance. I won't say no maintenance,
Right.
but lower maintenance. And yeah, very easy to take care of. They're water-wise. That first year you want to make sure they stay watered, but after that they are pretty tough plants.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're at the Al's in Sherwood, and you can find all these plants, but you can find these in assortment at your other stores?
Yes, we have an assortment of native and nativars at all of our locations.
Well, you know, this is just wonderful. We all love to plant new plants in our garden, and really these are plants that we know them from hiking. So please go to the Garden Time website. We'll click you over to Al's, or just come out to one of the 4 Al's Garden Home. Thanks so much, Aaron. This was great.
You bet, Judy. Thank you.